Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us today on our author interview. I'm Rebecca. I'm the founder and CEO of Founder of Grace Creatives. We recently launched our multi author collaboration, Fired Up, a collection of inspiring stories of breakthrough by women changemakers from around the world. We also share our step by step roadmaps to help you succeed. And we've had a successful launch. We've become a number one Amazon bestseller in US as well as in Australia. Today, thank you for joining us. Put a hashtag live if you're joining us live and a hashtag replay if you're joining us later, and also where you're joining us from. So today, I'm happy to introduce you our number one Amazon international best-selling author, Mona AlHebsi. I'll share a bit about her. She is a multi-award winning hospitality HR expert, a success coach, a renowned author, and speaker. She has recently been conferred with Brains CREA Awards 2021 by Brains Magazine, as well as Excellence in Hospitality Award by Mice Quotient Women in Leadership and Excellence Awards, besides many other awards and accolades due to her imminent contributions in the field of hospitality, human capital, coaching, and leadership. Through her career guidebook, Beat the Odds, Mona draws a roadmap to working professionals, and especially women, on how to make their work a vehicle to standing out, delivering excellence, achieving astounding success. She instinctively knows how to ignite the courage in others to stay true to their values and capitalize on their strengths, which will ultimately steer them towards success and fulfillment. She currently helps individuals and corporations through her unique coaching program, workshops, webinars, and writings. So, welcome, Mona. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi, Rebecca. Good morning. Thank you for having me again.
Great. So tell us, how has life been after becoming an international number one best-selling author?
Well, so I'm so excited. I'm part of this great project, and I'm so impressed because on the first day of the book launch, it has become a bestseller, and it's for me, it's not a joke; it's a big thing. Actually, I'm so fired up now, and I can't wait to see what will the paperback as well as the audiobook will be doing once they are released. So yeah, thank you for that, Rebecca.
Mhm. My pleasure. So can you share a bit about how was your life, before working together, and how we came, you how you came to my world.
Okay, sure. So what I do every day, I'm so keen on writing. I write a lot. I strongly believe in collaborating with people who share the same interests as me. Of course, I'm a strong believer that if we join hands together, there will always be something for everyone who collaborate. So one day I was just going through Facebook. Usually I look after or I search for people who look for collaborations, who do joint projects. And I saw the poster that said, would you like to become a number one international bestseller or to join a project of a multi-author book or something around that line? And I got so excited. I said, let me find out more about it. And I got in touch with you, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so can you share any specific, your favorite fired up moment or memory, or maybe a story from the book that you really, cherish?
Yeah, so of course, my high moment was when you told all of us, the authors, during the launch day that, oh, finally we are a number one best-selling book. It was a big moment for me. I still feel how I was feeling when I saw that news from you. But in terms of the stories in the book, I really cannot. I think I will not do justice if I say there's one favorite story for me. All the stories will touch the reader somehow, and they will never be the same people once they read each of these stories, because it will change them in some way. But I think when you ask this kind of question to a person, it really depends where the person currently in his stage, which stage of life. So when you read the stories similar or you can relate to in the book, when you are in that stage and or when you need that kind of advice, it will really touch you. So in that sense, then I would say the two story that has really touched me, because I'm living the same kind of scenarios in my life these moments, was Mariam's story Mariam's story and Laura's story. And that was because they're both wives, and they had some kind of relationship thing that they had to go over and move on to the next phase of life. So I think their stories were quite inspirational for me, to think of what I need to do next in my life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are. Both of them are really inspirational and powerful. And for those who don't know, Mariam is Mona's younger sister. So, would you like to share a bit about that?
Well, sure. Mariam is a very brave woman. She's my younger sister, and she's an amazing mother of four kids, two boys and two girls. And what's inspiring about her story is that she kind of focused on her children at the beginning of her life. She even had to make a call to stop her studies in order to give full attention to her children when they were growing up. And once they became of an age that they can obviously depend on themselves or go to school or something, then she kind of made the call that, oh, okay, this is the time to focus on myself, on my dreams. I fulfill all those, I go for those dreams that I couldn't go because I had young children at some point in my life. And I think it's quite amazing because once you are in one kind of mindset, it's very challenging to kind of go and find that red line or balance where you will actually do justice to everything that you have, like children or work or self-love or these kind of things. And I think I'm the opposite actually, because I started with my career and then I had a child now, so it's kind of very other way around. Yeah.
Yeah, and both works.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
everybody tries to do things at their own time, at their own particular phase and stay life,
That's right.
and it totally
Yeah.
works.
Right.
Yeah. So, and now she's doing her doctorate, right?
Yes. Yes, she's.
Yeah. So Mona was an inspirational beacon in their family, and she opened the path for her siblings to follow as well. So thank you, Mona, for doing that. And what's the biggest transformation or breakthrough you've had, say, like with what you've accomplished with the Fired Up experience?
Well, I think the biggest thing for me is that any experience that we get into gives us a lot of learning. And by nature, I'm someone who loves to get into new experiences, work with new people, and because I want to learn and grow. So the two main takeaways for me from working and Fired Up project is number one. And I learned this from you. I mean, it has happened so many times in my life, but it was amazing to see it happening again. And that was, you create you help your dream manifest in reality by first believing in them and having faith, and putting the right actions in the right direction in order for those dreams to transpire. And that's what you actually taught us, or like you showed us by doing this. So before even the launch of the book and during while we were working on the book, you were always talking about, oh, having a book which is a bestseller, and doing everything possible to even charge us and give us that kind of excitement. And I think that the collective excitement that me and the rest of the authors had, uh, of course, with your faith and belief in that, and with your expertise as well, helped the book of showing us what is capable to do on the first day of launch. So that's number one. Number two was, as a person, anyone who doesn't, uh, I mean, if we are not capable of achieving any kind of results in our life, we need to be humble to ourselves and say, oh, maybe I don't know how to do that. It's just because I don't know the right steps or the right ways to do or to achieve certain results. I was not able to achieve it. It's not that, oh, it's because it's not possible or something. So being humble, saying that, oh, there's something you need to learn. And in this case, it was how, as an author, do a best-selling book the first day. So I think there are a lot that I've already learned from you during this experience, but there's still a lot of things that I need to learn as an author and how to, write and release best-selling books. So these are two things that I really learned.
Yeah. Thank you so very much for sharing that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like when we're bringing out our book or any product that we are doing, we need to have, like a vision of what it should
Mhm.
be,
Right.
and how it will help the world, and also the quality that we should aim at, and
Yes. Yes. Right.
go for it as per the path. And you're very right, we need to have mentors and coaches in place,
Mhm.
and they can help us take off so many years of trying to
Yeah. That's right.
do a hit and trial, check this out, do that, and then just have a roadmap and run with it, or maybe
Yeah.
fly with it.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Jump with it.
Yeah, jump with it. Yeah, so what would you say your like your overall experience has been, and maybe like what do you think I'm like as a coach or a publisher?
Yeah, so I really loved your. Of course, I mean the experience was very pleasant of working with you, Rebecca, as a coach or a publisher. I loved knew your, as I said, your faith, your belief that you know what you are talking about, you know what you are capable of delivering to the authors. I loved the constant communication with the authors and keeping everyone on the same page, and generating that excitement in the air, that vibe, because I mean, of course, we didn't, I mean, each one of us wrote a portion of the book, but a lot of us were also writing for the first time, it's not, it was a little bit, there's a lot of doubt, there's a lot of, don't know how to do this kind of elements. But if we have someone like you who's communicating constantly, who's cheering us up, who is actually taking care of all the other things that the author doesn't need to worry about in order to focus only on delivering quality content, then obviously that would be really an amazing thing to do. And then obviously over delivering on your promises, and making sure that our stories reach to the maximum audience.
Yeah, that's like one thing about the hospitality, right? The wow factor. You
Exactly.
under promise
Yeah.
and over deliver.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a lot of fun, and like a lot of new ideas I tried out, and
Hmm.
so glad it worked. And
Sure.
just for fun, what are three words you would use to describe me as a coach or a publisher?
So I would say your expertise and your dedication and your creating or generating excitement for the author. I think every author will give you three different things, and I think for me as a person, I really love or respect people who deliver what I just said. So that was my thing.
Thank you. And so, what advice would you give someone who's trying to decide whether to do a book with me?
Well, I would say every person have a story inside him or her, and that story worth being read, learned from, and also being celebrated. So, in order to achieve all the three things that I just said, work with Rebecca because she knows what she's doing, and she has done it over and over. And I mean, I will not really pitch for you, but I would like people to experience, because life is all about experience. They can come to you, work with you, experience how it is to work with you, and they can see for themselves.
Thank you so much. And yeah, so we know that you have written Beat the Odds. The audiobook is out now. So, what is another book that, when you write, what would it be called?
Well, I have a couple of books now in my planning process. One of them already started writing, but I think my ultimate book that I would write at some point in my life would be my biography, and it would definitely have my, my name. Uh, I'm still trying. It's too early now to think about that stage, but the book will have my name along with a very relevant tagline that is all about me. So it would be very very me kind of book. I didn't think about the name yet, but yeah, it will be something like that.
Sure, it sounds amazing, and I'm sure it'll be inspiring to a lot of women from your country, your region, where you have given them a role model to follow. So I'm sure that's something to really look forward to. So now, as we come to the end, share with us again, your websites, what do you do, how do you help people, and how they can reach you.
Yeah, so I mean, everything I do revolves around helping professional women, youth, to achieve, I mean, to build the career they love, and to receive the recognition they deserve. Because, I mean, that was my main thing, that everyone works, but they don't necessarily know how to work in a career that they love or receive the recognition they deserve. So I do that in different forms, like whether through workshops, whether through coaching program, whether through writing and transpiring my knowledge to others. But people can definitely find me through my website, which is www.monalhebsi.com, my first name and my last name, and .com. And then I'm constantly available on all social media platforms, starting with LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And I also have a channel on YouTube where I post regular career tips. I have shows in Arabic and English, so people can also subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, and would you like to share a bit about your audiobook as well?
Yeah, so my audiobook for my first book, like Beat the Odds, which actually talks about, as I said, provide career tips, advices for people on how to excel in their career and build a rewarding uh, professional life. The audiobook has came just a week ago, and it's available on more than 40 audiobook channels. They can get it and they can listen to it, and they can let me know what they feel about it.
Sure. And the Fired Up audiobook is also under production right now, and we'll be releasing it soon. It's being narrated by Angie B, and she brings all of her uh, radio experience and expertise, and it's really shaping up well. And I hope you stay tuned for that. Our paperback is also releasing soon, so we'll keep you updated on that. Thank you so much, Mona, for joining us today and sharing with us about you, your journey, and the other projects that you're working on. So, thank you, and we'll be back again soon. So, thank you for joining. Have a great day, and do put in a hashtag live or replay, depending on whether you joined us live or on the replay, and also where you're joining us from, what resonated with you. And our book is available on Amazon. You can go to bit.ly/fired up launch to know more about the book, more about the authors, the charity that we are supporting. All sales proceeds from the book are going to a charity which is helping children with intellectual disabilities and also marginalized women. It's called Samadhan, which means solutions. So, thank you all for joining. We hope you're all charged up, fired up, and we'll come back with another edition soon. Thank you, Mona.
Thank you, Rebecca. Have a nice day. Thank you
Thank
all.
you.